Friends, this is my lecture on geometric distribution, in which I am going to discuss definition of geometric distribution, real life examples of use of geometric distribution, properties of geometric distribution, mean and variance of geometric distribution, probability generating function and how to find mean and variance from it, additive property of geometric distribution, recurrence relation for probabilities of geometric distribution, and memoryless property of geometry. This is definition of geometric distribution. It is defined as a discrete random variable x taking non-negative values is said to have geometric distribution with parameter p if its probability mass function is given by probability that x is equal to p into q raised to x for x is equal to 0, 1, 2 up to so many terms and 0 otherwise. It is expressed as x follows geometric distribution with parameter p. Note that geometric distribution is also called as Pascal distribution. Here the probabilities for x is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3 etc. are p, p into q, p into q square, p into q cube etc. etc. for various values of x are the terms of geometric progression p into 1 plus q square plus q cube plus dash dash dash. So the distribution is called as geometric distribution. Now here if we denote x as number of trials required to have first success, then above PDF becomes probability that x is equal to p into q raised to x minus 1 or x is equal to 1, 2, 3 so on. So here probability that x is equal to x denotes the probability that x trials are needed to have first success. So it is also called as waiting time distribution. The sum of series 1 plus q square plus q cube plus dash dash dash, its sum is given to be 1 minus q raised to minus 1. So this summation is very useful to find mean and variance of geometric distribution. So these are some of the real life situations in which the geometric distribution can be applicable. So number of attempts required to pass an examination, number of persons to be interviewed for a post until selecting suitable candidate, number of bombs dropped until it hits the target, and number of attempts required for successful launching of a rocket. These are important properties of geometric distribution. Mean of geometric distribution is given to be q by p and variance is q by p square. As p, that is probability of success, is fraction which lies between 0 and 1. So p square is less than p and therefore the variance, that is q by p square, is greater than q by p, that is variance is greater than mean for geometric distribution. The sum of independent geometric variables with parameter p each is a negative binomial variable. Third property is geometric distribution is a particular case of negative binomial distribution when k equal to 1. And lastly, the geometric distribution has lack of memory property. Now let us see how to obtain mean and variance of geometric distribution. As usual, mean is given to be mean is equal to expectation of x equal to summation of x into px, that is equal to summation of x into p into q raised to x. So by substituting x is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, etc., we have the equation by taking p into q as common factor, 1 plus 2 times q plus 3 times q square plus 4 times q plus dash dash dash. So the quantity in bracket is sum of the series 1 minus q raised to minus 2, and therefore the mean becomes expectation of x is equal to p into q divided by p square, that is equal to q by p. So mean of geometric distribution is q by p. Now to find variance we need expectation of x square, and for discrete distributions it is given to be expectation of x square is equal to expectation of x into x minus 1 plus x, and this can be written as expectation of x into x minus 1 plus expectation of x, and that expectation of x is q by p, just we have seen. Now consider expectation of x into x minus 1, which is equal to summation of x into x minus 1 into px, that is equal to summation of x into x minus 1 into p into q raised to x. By substituting x is equal to 0, 1, 2, etc., we have the sum. So 2 times p into q square plus 6 times p into q cube plus 12 times p into q raised to 4 plus 20 times p plus q raised to 5 plus dash dash dash. Now by taking 2 times p into q square as a common factor, it gives us sum of the series 1 minus q raised to minus 3, and therefore expectation of x into x minus 1 becomes, after simplification, it becomes 2 times q square divided by p square, and therefore by previous equation expectation of x square becomes 2 times q square divided by p square plus q by p, and from the theory of variance it is given by variance of x is equal to expectation of x square minus expectation of x bracket square, and this is equal to 2 times q square divided by p square plus q by p minus q by p bracket square. So after simplification it gives us variance is equal to q by p square. As stated earlier, as p square is less than p, so q by p is less than q by p square, that is mean is less than variance for geometric distribution. Let us obtain probability generating function of geometric distribution. As we know, probability generating function pxs is going to be expectation of s raised to x. For geometric distribution it becomes summation of s raised to x into p into q raised to x, and that can be written as p is constant by taking it out, equal to p into summation of q into s raised to x. So which is the sum of series 1 plus qs square plus qs cube, etc., etc. So whose sum is 1 minus qs raised to minus 1, and therefore the probability generating function pxs becomes p divided by 1 minus qs. Okay. Now let us obtain mean and variance from PGF. So just we have seen the PGF of geometric distribution is equal to p divided by 1 minus qs, and here mean is going to be expectation of x is equal to p dash x1. That p dash x1 is the first order differentiation of probability generating function with respect to s at the point s is equal to 1. Now the differentiation of p divided by 1 minus qs with respect to s is p into p divided by 1 minus qs square into minus 1 into minus q, and by substituting s is equal to 1 it gives us p into q divided by 1 minus q raised to 2, that is p into q divided by p square, and finally it gives us q by p. To find variance we need mu2 dash, that is expectation of x square, and to find expectation of x square from PGF we need p double dash x1, that is equal to second order partial differentiation of probability generating function with respect to s at the point s is equal to 1, that is equal to the differentiation of first order partial differentiation with respect to s at the point s is equal to 1. And we have seen that the first order differentiation of pxs is p into q divided by 1 minus qs bracket square, and therefore its differentiation again is p into q divided by 1 minus qs raised to 3 into minus 2 into minus q, and by putting s is equal to 1, it gives us 2 times p into q square divided by 1 minus q cube, as 1 minus q is p, so it becomes 2 times p into q square divided by q p cube, that is 2 times q square divided by p square. And as we have seen, variance is going to be expectation of x square plus expectation of x square minus expectation of x bracket square. In terms of the derivatives, it is p double dash x1 plus p double dash x1 minus p dash x1 and its square, and by substituting the corresponding values and by simplification, it gives us variance is equal to q by p square. This is additive property of geometric distribution, and the statement is the sum of independent geometric variables is a negative binomial variable. Now let us prove this for two independent variables, and the statement becomes the sum of two independent geometric variables is a negative binomial variable. Mathematically, it is if x and y are two independent geometric variables with parameters p each, then x plus y is a negative binomial variable with parameters 2 and p. So for the proof, let us consider x and y as independent geometric random variables with parameter p each, and therefore their probability generating functions becomes pxs is equal to p divided by 1 minus qs for both the variables, and consider the probability generating function of the sum x plus y. So from the theory of PGF of x plus y at the point s is equal to product of their PGFs because of independence, and by substituting the values it becomes equal to p divided by 1 minus qs into p divided by 1 minus qs equal to p divided by 1 minus qs raised to 2, which is the PGF of a negative binomial variate with parameters 2 and p, and by uniqueness property of PGF, x plus y has negative binomial distribution with parameters 2 and p. Now let us see the generalization of additive property. The sum of independent geometric variables is a negative binomial variable. That is, if x1, x2, xk are independent geometric variables with parameter p each, then summation from 1 to k xi, this follows negative binomial distribution with parameters k and p. For the proof, consider x1, x2, xk as as a geometric variable such that xi follows geometric with p for all I, and by the theory of geometric distribution, its PGF is going to be Pxis is equal to P divided by 1 minus Qs for all I. Now consider the PGF of some summation of Xi. PGF of summation of Xis is equal to product of their PGFs because of independence, and the product becomes, after substitution, becomes P divided by 1 minus Qs that raised to K, which is PGF of a negative binomial variate with parameters k and p. Hence, by uniqueness property, summation of xi has negative binomial distribution with parameters k and p. Hence, the additive property, that is the sum of independent geometric variables is a negative binomial variable. So this is a recurrence relation for probabilities of geometric distribution, and it is given to be probability that x is equal to x plus 1 equal to q into probability that x is equal to x. So the proof is very simple. The relation between probability of x plus 1 and probability of x is called a recurrence relation for successive probabilities. Now let us consider x follows geometric with parameter p. Then p probability that x is equal to x is given to be p into q raised to x, and probability that x is equal to x plus 1 gives us p into q raised to x plus 1. Therefore, the product division probability that x is equal to x plus 1 divided by probability that x is equal to x becomes p into q raised to x plus 1 divided by p into q raised to x, and after simplification it gives us equal to q, and therefore the equation becomes probability that x is equal to x plus 1 equal to q into p probability that x is equal to x, and which is the recurrence relation for our probabilities of geometric distribution. Lastly, the important property of geometric distribution, that is lack of memory property. The statement is the geometric distribution has lack of memory property. In other words, the geometric distribution has memoryless property, and also the geometric distribution has forgetfulness property. That mathematically that can be stated as, if x follows geometric distribution with parameter p, then for any two positive integers x and t, we have probability that x is greater than or equal to s plus t, given x is greater than s, equal to probability that x is greater than or equal to t. So for the proof, let us consider x follows geometric distribution with parameter p. Then its probability mass function is going to be p into q raised to x, and by considering the probability that x is greater than or equal to s, it will be the sum of probabilities that x is equal to x is equal to s plus x is equal to s plus 1 plus x is equal to s plus 2 plus various terms. So it gives us p into s raised to p into q raised to s plus p into q raised to s plus 1 plus p into q raised to s plus 2. So by taking p into q raised to s as common factor, it gives us the sum of series 1 plus q square plus q plus dash dash dash, whose simplification is 1 minus q raised to minus 1, and finally it gives us p into q raised to s into 1 minus q, that is p raised to minus 1, p gets cancelled, and it gives us q raised to s. So that means probability that x is greater than or equal to s is equal to q raised to s. Similarly, probability that x is greater than or equal to t equal to q raised to t, and probability that x is greater than or equal to s plus t equal to q raised to s plus. So using the concept of conditional probability, we can consider the conditional probability that x is greater than or equal to s plus t, given that x is greater than or equal to s. So it gives us equal to probability that x is greater than or equal to s plus t, and x is greater than or equal to s divided by probability that x is greater than or equal to s. The intersection of x is greater than s plus t and x is greater than s is x is greater than s plus t. Therefore, finally we get probability that x is greater than or equal to s plus t divided by probability that x is greater than or equal to s, and which becomes q raised to s plus t divided by q raised to s. So which gives us equal to q raised to t, and that q raised to t is nothing but probability that x is greater than or equal to t. Hence we have the equation of memoryless property, probability that x is greater than or equal to s plus t, given x is greater than or equal to s is equal to probability that x is greater than or equal to t. Hence this equation proves that The geometric distribution has memoryless property, that is forgetfulness property, that is lack of memory property.